Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Houseplantpixie. For everyone that's new to my channel, my name is Monique and welcome back, and thanks so much for tuning back in to all my existing subscribers. In today's episode, I'll give you an update about this beautiful Philodendron Florida beauty. It's already been a whole year. This plant I have not repotted. So in my previous video, I'm pretty sure this was the same. I think it probably has one or two more leaves, but it hasn't done a great deal of growing, which is completely fine. I actually shifted these guys from my plant room into my lounge room, which has an east-facing window, so they get the morning sun. And lucky, no browning. So good. I say that now, and in a couple of weeks time I'll have browning on the leaves. Just a few things I want to mention. The watering is really important with your variegated plants. Try to get it right. So don't overwater, don't underwater, and you kind of see once the soil is a bit dried up, and also with those clear pots you sort of see when it's time to water again. If you are not sure, use one of these. I do recommend, this is a 3-way meter. It reads the pH, the light and the water. Make sure you do not leave these in the pot, because if the bottom corrodes off, then you get a false reading. Also, try not to test these in plain water, because you need the density of the soil to actually get a reading. And then you just stick them in, and then, not sure if you can see that. That is still okay. If it goes in the red, I would water it, but I'll leave it. Let your plants fully dry out, and that's it. If you have good lighting, and you also see it, like, see how this plant is sort of, can you see the little water drops? That is also a good indication that the plant has still water. I usually go by a water once a week, and then look at your plant. If the leaf axil is a bit droopy, it means it might need water. And if you are not sure, take your water meter and double check. Take your pot out and check. Is there still, I don't mind if there's a bit of water sitting in the bottom, because these roots can take the water, and they don't mind if they having wet feet. Where it's orchards, they don't like it. You have to drain them. They don't like to sit in water. That's why I love the self-watering pots, because eventually some of the roots will grow into the reservoir, but the actual plant doesn't sit in water. But usually with these guys, like when I water, there's always a bit of water sitting in the bottom here, and I didn't get any browning on my leaves, so I tested it out for you. And I love my nursery pot and my decorative pot. No hole. Simply, if I like to give this one a shower, or I'm gonna put it out in the rain, I'm just going to put it out in that. When I bring it back in, or when I water inside, I just sit it in the decorative pot, and whatever drains in there stays in there. Easy. You can imagine if you have, I did downsize a bit on plants. I'm not sure, I will have to do a count. Comment in the comment section below what you think, how many plants I got. I think the last count I did was over 300. I do believe I'm probably 50 odd plants lighter, but I do have to make a count. I'll actually count them. And I'm just gonna go around with the watering can. If I would carry every single plant to the sink, I don't know, I think it would take me days to water everything. Reason why I changed position, because I've noticed that, so here's a node, so where you have the leaf, right? And then this bubbly bit with either a root, that's your node. And the space in between the nodes, and that's another node. And the space in between it's internode. And I've noticed, see the space down here, the internode is short, and then the internode's really long. That's why I changed it position wise, and I think it worked, because look at this short space. So this is, see that little root there? Yep. And that section here is a lot shorter than that one. That's why I'm very positive that this next leaf will be variegated, or has a bit more variegation on it. And also I don't want the internodes to be too spaced out. I find it a bit prettier. Also, have your plant growing on a stake. It will help to develop bigger leaves. With the potting mix, we have the white stuff is the perlite. I have orchard mix, chunkier mix to keep it nice and aerated, horticultural charcoal, and a good premium potting mix. That's what I mix together. And say this here, just put the pot away. This is a good indication it does need a repot, and I will give it a bigger pot. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to film the repotting process. Let's just appreciate the leaves one more time. Oh my god. That was one of the plants that was on my wish list forever. And if you have been collecting plants for quite some time, you would know how much they were. I got really lucky. Both of my plants I got as cuttings. Well, the first cutting I got was terrible. So if you watched my previous video, I mentioned it. It had a variegated leaf, maybe like this. And the next leaf was green. And the next leaf was green, and then green, green, green. And I couldn't cut it any lower to where I tried propagating it, but it just reverted and was a bit unlucky. But I still got another 2 cuttings, and they're still going nice and strong. Look at them. So my tip, if you do buy a variegated cutting, maybe do not go for the one that is super highly variegated, and go for a mid-stem cutting. They are my tips. Remember how I was talking about the reverted one? Here it is. I have not gotten rid of it. I'm keeping this little bitch. I think I'm keeping it almost like as a good luck charm. If I have it in my house, the other ones won't revert, so it's still beautiful. Yeah, it was a Philodendron Florida beauty. Now it is just Philodendron Florida. I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, give it a like. And thank you so much for watching that video all the way to the end. And I'll see you next time. Until then, stay planty. Bye.